I'm not even thinking about that right now, and quite frankly, I don't think it is a rematch clause, and if it is, nothing has been said to me about fighting him again or anything.
I'm just insulted he thinks he can come up to my weight and feel like he can just make it easy work. Or come up to my weight then. I don't not like him. I think he's a funny guy. I think he's funny looking as well.
I think he's a funny guy. I think he's funny looking as well. Terence Crawford breaks his silence on Canelo's rematch push while Conor Benn fires back at Shakur Stevenson's growing confidence. To begin with, Conor Benn praised Terence Crawford, calling him a go-to-the-game who provided him with hidden gems and a bit of knowledge. Regarding the news that the Canelo rematch might be rescheduled for September, Ben dismissed the possibility, believing the fight is unlikely to happen at all. Ben stated that he doesn't think the fight will materialize despite the rumors circulating about a potential September date.
That's my manager now saying how much Crawford's got my back. Do you know what I mean? He's a goal in the game. He's a good person, you know, but he's also giving me hidden gems and a bit of knowledge and wisdom. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You've got to listen to someone like Crawford. He's been there, seen it, done it.
Big news in boxing. Canelo's coach said today that the rematch with Crawford Canelo will not happen in May, but will happen in September.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's exactly what Crawford said. But what do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Does it make a difference if it's May or September?
I mean, I think people. I mean, fingers crossed it happens. I can't see it happening. You know?
If it does happen,
do you know who this guy is?
I don't think he likes me, but I know.
I don't know anyone no one likes him.
He's a personality. You guys always have run-ins. Is that a joke?
Responding to that narrative, Manny Pacquiao addressed Terence Crawford's statement that he would beat him by saying that Crawford was fortunate the fight never happened. He subtly dismissed Crawford's challenge despite the previous polite public response. Pacquiao made it clear that he believes Crawford should consider himself lucky that they never shared the ring together.
Crawford said he would beat you. Terence Crawford said he would beat you. A lot of people didn't think so. I don't think so. But then you wrote a comment, God bless you, good luck, I wish you all... And everybody loved your response more than his comments. Why did you say that? Somebody else would have been, no, I would beat you.
Well, it just happened. I think he's lucky that...
Building on his assessment, Pacquiao provided advice on how Canelo Alvarez could potentially defeat Terence Crawford in a rematch. While acknowledging Crawford's performance, he stated that Canelo's main issue is his size. Pacquiao noted that Canelo has gained weight and is getting slower. He firmly advised that for Canelo to win the rematch, he needs to lose weight to regain his speed and conditioning. The boxing legend emphasized that without improving his foot speed and agility, Canelo would struggle against Crawford's movement.
Against Canelo, were you impressed by Crawford, his performance? Were you impressed with his performance?
It's not, and I mean, it's not really in the top condition. Canelo is big. He's gained weight, so he's getting slower, but not like before.
Can he beat Crawford in a rematch, Canelo? Do you think he can figure it out? That he wants to rematch with Crawford, Canelo?
If he loses weight, he's big, so that's why it's slow.
He needs to lose weight.
From Crawford's perspective, he addressed the possibility of a rematch with Canelo Alvarez, stating that the rumor about Canelo skipping his May fight to face him in September was new news to him. Crawford confirmed that he would be open to the rematch. He confidently predicted that the result of a second fight would be the same as the first. The undefeated champion expressed his belief that he would once again emerge victorious if they were to meet again.
Last thing, Canelo said that he might bypass May for a rematch with you in September. Your thoughts?
That's new news to me.
Yeah. Would you be open to the rematch?
Yes, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Go ahead. Yeah. Terence, other than just resting, yeah.
Come on, me.
Yeah. What do you think? Canelo Crawford rematch?
Oh, that's
Here is the champ.
You want to see it?
Everybody wants to see it.
What happens in the rematch?
Same thing.
Same thing.
Clarifying his stance further, Crawford gives his thoughts on a potential Canelo Alvarez rematch in his boxing future. Crawford revealed he is not currently thinking about a rematch and advised Canelo to avoid it for safety as his style is a bad matchup. However, he conceded the fight makes financial sense for Canelo. He also mentioned that he is still considering his next career steps, including potential retirement.
Not even thinking about that right now. And quite frankly, I don't think it is a rematch clause. And if it is, nothing has been said to me about fighting him again or anything.
Do you think Canelo would want to get back in the ring with you, or do you think it's better for him to just kind of, or more lucrative to go fight elsewhere for the rest of his career?
I think it would be better for him to fight somebody else because my style is just, a bad matchup for him. Now, financially wise, I would be like, yeah, he should fight me. But like on the outside looking in, knowing boxing, you can really get hurt. So I would just tell him like, if you're going to continue to fight, don't get in the ring with a guy like me.
Yeah. There's a popular adage in sports, kind of gets reused over again. It's kind of cliche. Father time is undefeated. 38 years old. We see a lot of athletes now go into the late 30s and 40s and produce at a high level. How much longer do you want to do this?
I don't know.
No clue.
Adding to that, the Wade concept details the necessary adjustments Canelo Alvarez must make to win a rematch against Crawford. The analyst argues that Canelo must fight as he did against Sergey Kovalev. He stresses that Canelo needs to evolve and add layers to his game as his one punch at a time offense was ineffective in the first fight. Wade emphasized that Canelo cannot rely on the same approach and must develop new strategies to trouble Crawford.
Getting in the way of something in 2026. But what I realistically think Canelo could and should and would do differently for this fight is he would have to fight Terence Crawford like he fought Sergey Kovalev at 175. That's genuinely what he would have to do. He'd have to be lighter on his feet. He'd have to throw more combinations, and he'd have to be quicker with his hands, as he was in that fight. And I'm not saying that he changes everything about himself. Canelo had success in moments with Bud Crawford, but that's what he would have to do and some, right? He would have to be able to add layers to his game and not be so flat-footed. And if he's going to combination punch, he's got to do so in the fire with Terence Crawford, which going into the first fight, I didn't think Terence Crawford was going to have as much success with his combination punching because he'd have to be in front of the powerful hands of Canelo. But again, he was able to do so off the back foot and front because Canelo threw one at a time.
Building on that analysis, Wade highlighted the prediction and potential negative impact of a rematch on Canelo Alvarez's career. He predicts that due to the stylistic mismatch, the rematch would be more dominant for Terence Crawford, potentially harming Canelo's legacy since Crawford is the superior fighter.
The case, I don't think, with Crawford. I think Crawford just has a style that is really, really tough for Canelo. And I'll be honest, if they fought again, it would be more dominant for Terence Crawford. I truly think if in 2026 they book this rematch, I think Crawford dominates him even worse. And I'm not saying he stops Canelo because I don't know if that's something that Terence could get at 168 because Canelo's chin has still really never been tested like that. Like he didn't really get hurt in the Crawford fight. He just got outboxed. But maybe he potentially would be able to stop him. But I just think it would be more one-sided than we saw in the first fight and would just reestablish that Terence Crawford is that fucking guy in this sport right now. The top guy, the head honcho in this sport, which is, I don't know. I mean, is it dangerous to Canelo's legacy to lose to the best of this era and the best of the era previously? I don't know. Like, did Canelo ever have an era where he was the best in the world? Maybe that's the question he's still trying to answer himself.
As an insight, Eddie Hearn emphasizes the real reason Canelo Alvarez agreed to fight Terence Crawford. Hearn states that Canelo initially did not want the fight because Crawford's style, which involved a lot of movement and good footwork, is a difficult matchup for him at this stage of his career. However, the financial offer for the fight was ultimately too good for Canelo to reject. Hearn made it clear that money was the primary motivating factor behind Canelo's decision to take on such a dangerous opponent.
I mean, they're two guys, like, he never really wanted to fight Crawford because he knows the style is not good for him. As they say, like when he fought Charlo and Charlo just moved for 12 rounds, he hated it. I was talking to them about maybe doing a Bivol rematch, or we were talking about the Munguia fight and stuff like this. But ultimately, after that, You know, when I talked to him about the Crawford fight, he didn't like the Crawford fight. It's like, oh, 154 guys just going to move. But the money was too good to turn down. You know what I mean? But that style, same with Bivol, good on your feet, in and out, like.
Let us see the jab though.
No, don't worry about that. But like, that style's not easy for him at this stage in his career. It's not easy for anyone, by the way.
From a promotional standpoint, Canelo Alvarez's manager and trainer Eddie Reynoso has confirmed to boxing journalist Salvador Rodriguez that Canelo will forego his customary Cinco de Mayo fight date in May 2026. Salvador Rodriguez tweeted, Eddie Reynoso, Canelo won't fight on Cinco de Mayo. The goal is the rematch with Crawford in September. Eddie told TV Aztec the Canelo team's plans for 2026 in the context of the return of Olympic athlete Marco Verde this Saturday in Mazatlan. Shifting the focus to another elite matchup, Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson had an intense, highly anticipated face-off.
Buenas noches, les saluda Chava Rodríguez de ESPN Knockout. Excelente fin de semana para todos ustedes. El reconocido entrenador y manager mexicano Eddie Reynoso acaba de confirmar que el regreso de Saúl Canelo Álvarez será hasta el mes de septiembre. Esto buscando una revancha en contra de Terence Crawford. Todavía no hay negociaciones, sin embargo es el plan A para el regreso del multicampeón jalisciense. Por primera vez desde 2020, Saúl Canelo Álvarez no tendría pelea en mayo. Ya tuvo actuación en el 21, 22, 23, 24 y 25 de manera consecutiva, así que en el 2026 se estaría perdiendo el fin de semana del 5 de mayo. Y recordemos que Saúl Canelo Álvarez acaba de someterse a una cirugía. Actualmente está atendiendo cosas extra boxeo. Y al final, bueno, pues tenían razón tanto Matchroom como Premier Boxing Champions en reservar una fecha, ahí la del fin de semana del 5 de mayo ante la Comisión Atlética de Nevada en Las Vegas. Por un lado, Premier Boxing Champions con este proyecto denominado Benavides en contra del zurdo Ramírez, y del otro lado Matchroom esperando concretar un pleito entre Ryan García con Orbén Mario Barrios. Ya veremos entonces lo que termina por suceder. Por ahora, Eddie Reynoso le acaba de decir a TV Azteca que Canelo no regresa en el mes de mayo, sino hasta septiembre, y que el plan A, repito, sería Terence Crawford, peleador estadounidense que le acaba de arrebatar la corona indiscutida del peso supermediano ante un lleno en Las Vegas.
As tensions escalated, Teofimo expressed confidence in his performance against Shakur Stevenson and his refusal to include a rematch clause. He emphasizes that his own best attribute and skill set is his footwork. He looks forward to developing his skills against a fighter like Stevenson, utilizing lessons learned from his 23 professional fights. Lopez made it clear that he believes his experience and movement will be the key factors in securing victory.
This is our Ring 16 match, Saturday, January 31st, live, worldwide, exclusively on DAZN, 12-round schedule for the Ring Magazine at WBO Junior Welterweight Championships of the World. It is the undefeated challenger, Shakur Stevenson, versus the defending world champion, the takeover, Teofimo Lopez. We stay with it. We stay with it.
Doubling down on that confidence, Teofimo Lopez Sr. emphasizes his son's excitement and crucially challenges Shakur Stevenson's southpaw style by boasting that Teofimo has never lost to a southpaw in his entire 200-plus fight career. He anticipates a technical fight and hopes Stevenson will bring a strong performance.
Canelo has a unique style that works for Canelo himself. Didn't happen that night. I had Crawford winning the fight, and he did. So this is not that, you know? And my best attribute in my skill set is my footwork. So I look forward to seeing how much am I going to develop going against a fighter like him. What did I learn from all the fighters that I faced in my 23 fights as a professional fighter? So it's exciting.
Is there a rematch clause in this?
No rematch clause. We risk it all the time. No need for a rematch clause.
Countering that claim directly, Shakur Stevenson gives a response by dismissing Teofimo Lopez's previous victories and asserting his own elite status. Directly countering Lopez Sr.'s claim about being undefeated against southpaws, Stevenson states he has never lost to an orthodox fighter, neutralizing the point. Stevenson effectively turned the tables on Lopez's argument, suggesting the southpaw advantage works both ways.
There's only one best fighter in the world, and I think that the winner of this fight very likely will be the best fighter in the world, and they're both in their 20s. This is a historic fight. It's in the right place in a historic arena, and it's just, T always talks about legacy and becoming part of history, and this is a big part of that.
No question about that. On the other side, James Prince, you and Josh Dubin have expertly guided the career of Shakur Stevenson since the very beginning. 3-division world champion, now going for his 4th division title, but making the jump right to that title shot right away. Why, in your opinion, why was this the right fight for Shakur?
Because he'll beat anyone that gets put in front of him, period. I just don't think that there's anyone that has anything near what he has in terms of talent.
Explaining his tactical edge, Teofimo highlighted his ability to break the code and defeat elite, technically gifted opponents by identifying and exploiting their weaknesses. He cites his victories against Vasily Lomachenko and Josh Taylor as proof of this ability, noting that he prevented Lomachenko from getting comfortable and plans to do the same thing to Shakur Stevenson. Lopez made it clear that he has studied Stevenson's game and believes he has found the blueprint to victory.
None of them fighters. I think that he did some great things against them guys. I seen a lot of weaknesses in his game too, and something that he said earlier, he said, T.O. never lost to a southpaw. Well, I never lost to an orthodox. So it ain't no different, but
the difference is you never fought no elite fighter.
Okay, I don't think y'all did either.
Oh, so you gotta show it, baby.
I don't think y'all did either. I ain't see.
Not on my son.
I ain't see Lomachenko throw no punches.
You never been on a big stage like this.
I didn't see Lomachenko throw punches for 6 rounds.
You never been on a big stage like this.
I didn't see Lomachenko throw punches.
Because we froze him.
Okay, you gonna see.
We gonna freeze you too.
You better not throw the towel in.
Come on, man.
In response, Shakur Stevenson expresses his absolute confidence in his massive improvement and his plan to exploit Teofimo Lopez's mental vulnerability. Stevenson guarantees he will be 1,000 times better, faster, sharper, and stronger on fight night.
Well, I see their weakness. That's what I do. You know, we broke the code with with Loma that nobody had ever done. You know, we didn't let him get comfortable in there. You saw that, you know, within like 8 rounds, he didn't know what to do. I did the same thing with Josh Taylor, and we're gonna do the same thing with Shakur.
Framing the fight in a broader context, Teofimo justifies his fight with Shakur Stevenson as a direct path to challenging Terence Crawford's inner circle. He recognizes that Stevenson is really close to Crawford and believes Crawford has high expectations for him. Since his previous attempts at securing big fights failed, Lopez now intends to let his fists talk against Stevenson. Stevenson is challenging his 140-pound division title, making this a significant clash for Lopez's championship.
I will be 100 times better come fight night against Teofimo Lopez than I was against Zepeda. 1,000 times better. Faster, sharper, stronger, mentally more on point, and I can't wait.
You said a couple of times now you see some holes in Teofimo's game. I know you don't want to give away your game plan at the kickoff press conference, but where are the weaknesses? Where are some of the weaknesses in his game?
A lot of the weaknesses is in his mental. I think it's more mental than anything again. I'm going to expose it.
Moreover, Shakur Stevenson dismissed Teofimo Lopez's threat to make him surrender, asserting he possesses an unyielding will and will never back down. However, Stevenson was genuinely surprised by Lopez's prior comment that he was slow. Stevenson warns that Lopez will be very surprised come fight night if he truly believes that to be the case. Stevenson made it clear that he intends to prove Lopez wrong with his performance in the ring.
I guess, yeah, to put it all together, I mean, you got to fight the best, and he's real close to Crawford, very close to him. And I think that, Crawford has high hopes of him, high expectations on Shakur, and what better way? I tried other ways that didn't work, and that's just part of me just learning. So I think now it's better just to do it with action, let the fist talk. And now he's here, and like you said, I was 2 divisions ahead of him at one point in time. Now he's here going up to my division at 140 and trying to reclaim and claim everything. Yeah,
I don't
could
like
care
this
less,
Tio,
though.
bro. Come on, bro. Get on with the humble stuff, bro. I want the Tio that's rowdy. Like, where is he at, bro?
I'll show you January 31st.
Okay, we gonna